Hi, my name's Hope Switzer. I'm the Energy Efficiency Coordinator for Brandon Neighborhood Renewal. My job is basically to promote the Neighborhood Power Smart program, and it's basically a partnership between Brandon Neighborhood Renewal and Manitoba Hydro. So the goals of the program are to increase the use of Hydro's programs, thereby reducing the energy burden for households. And the customer obviously benefits by reduced energy costs and a more comfortable home. I do this mainly by going door to door promoting the Affordable Energy Program, but I also promote Hydro's other programs and BNRC's other programs. Today I'll go through what the Affordable Energy Program covers, what the specific requirements of the program are, what the income thresholds are, what is used as proof of income, and some of Hydro's other programs. So basically the Affordable Energy Program covers the energy review of the home, and that includes some giveaways, so low flow shower heads, faucet aerators, pipe wraps, and some LED light bulbs. So basically the reviewer goes in and he evaluates the home for 4 things. So the attic insulation levels, the basement insulation levels, the wall cavity insulation levels, and the furnace efficiency. And all of the insulation is done under the program for free, except for the furnace, which has a minimal fee. So the $570 is the full cost, including all of the labor. And the insulation is done including all the labor for free. So here I'll be a little bit more specific about what the requirements are. So it has to be a home, so single detached homes, townhouses, row houses, mobile homes on permanent foundations all qualify, and the owner is asked to own the property for a year after the upgrades are completed. And the idea with this is just to prevent people from using the program to flip homes, and it's not meant to deter people that if they had a precarious health issue, for example. And the program has contractors already picked out for the clients, so you choose between the contractors. And this is really a nice way of getting the process to go along a lot more quickly, because then the clients aren't having to look for contractors. So for the attics have to be below an R30 to qualify, and they can't contain vermiculite, because vermiculite has a chance of having asbestos in it, which is cancer causing. So clients often start with this program and then move on to other programs that the BNRC offers, like the HRAP program or Front and Paint or RAD, or their own personal projects. Okay, so filling the wall cavities can be a huge energy savings. We ask that the wall cavities have at least 2 inches of room so that the blown-in cellulose will be able to do something. And my house, for example, is 1,200 square feet, and it's 100 years old. And after filling the wall cavities, we're expected to save an average of $46 a month. So it makes the home a lot more comfortable, less drafty, and obviously cheaper. So as far as basement insulations, only uninsulated bare walls qualify for the program. So there has to be a minimum of 200 square feet in the basement, and they basically frame and insulate and then put up the vapor barrier, kind of like what's shown there. And often people will take this opportunity to drywall the basement and have a nice, comfortable living space. So it can be really a nice thing for clients. So furnaces are eligible if they're low efficient furnaces. So they have to be 60% or less efficiency. And like I mentioned before, the cost including the installation is $570. So you can pay that off all at once, or you can pay the $950 per month that's advertised. It doesn't include any interest or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about being charged interest. And most homeowners are aware of the high cost of replacing the furnace, so they often start on the Affordable Energy Program because of that. So as far as income thresholds, they're listed here. So it depends on how many people are living in the home. And this includes renters. So if you have someone renting out a room in your home, then you'll have to include them in the income as well as their income statements. So speaking of statements, proof of income is one of the more frustrating parts of my jobs, because you have to get everybody's information. So it requires the notice of assessment, it requires the tax return, and if you have any kind of a business, it requires a statement of business. So if you have Mary Kay or however, you have to include the statement of business. It's often just included in your tax return if you get one of the tax companies to do it. So for people that aren't eligible for the Affordable Energy Program, there's something called Pay As You Save. So it's the PAYS financing. It's a loan, and it covers everything that the Affordable Energy Program covers. The idea with the program is that the payments would be less than what you're expected to save. So anyone can upgrade is the deal. It's also transferable from one homeowner to the other. So you can sell it with your home. Another popular program of Hydro's is the home insulation program. It's basically a rebate back for insulation, and it does cover most of the cost of the insulation. It's available through retailers, so like Home Depot or South End Lumber or wherever you would buy insulation. The Water and Energy Saver program is another popular one. It's basically the low flow shower head, faucet aerators, pipe wraps. It's free if you haven't received it. You just give Hydro a call and they'll send it to you. And then the final thing here is the PowerSmart residential loan. That's Hydro's regular loan. It covers everything that Hydro covers, including the windows and doors and hot water heaters. So if you have any questions about the program, or if you're wanting to apply, please call me. My information is here, and I'm happy to help you. I'll just take this opportunity to show you a couple pictures. So this first one is bat insulation in the attic. So we have two different kinds. We have the pink and then we have the older stuff. And this is just the reviewer measuring the depth of the insulation. So if you're wanting to take advantage of another program that Hydro offers, this is kind of how you would do it. You put your tape measure down to the bottom and get a depth of each different type of insulation, and then just tell that to your local contractor or to the retailer, and they should be able to tell you what your R value is for that program. This is just your typical cellulose in the attic. This is what the Affordable Energy Program covers. It's just paper, ground up newspaper or something, as far as I understand. And this next one, this is vermiculite. It's kind of got a bunch of other stuff in there. There's the bat pink insulation in the back, but the vermiculite kind of looks like a cat litter, and that's the stuff you don't want it coming into your home. If you have it in your home, it's not an issue as long as it's not disturbed, so you don't want to fluff it up and get the particles in the air. It can also be tested for asbestos. And then the next one, this is just wood chips. A lot of 100-year-old homes will have wood chips in them, sometimes only partially filled cavities, but you'll find this also in your attic. And this is a picture of some attic wood chips. So this is the wood chips at the bottom, and then the cellulose blown in on top. And then again, another picture of the reviewer measuring the depths. This is a picture of a finished basement, similar to the one we had earlier. So this is basically what the Affordable Energy Program covers, is the framing, the insulating, and then the vapor barrier. This is not a finished basement. It's just been painted, so this is bare concrete walls. So this is the type of basement that's eligible for the Affordable Energy Program. I mean, assuming that the clients are below the income thresholds. This is a high efficiency furnace. This is what you want to see in a home. This is the furnace to have. It's the most efficient on the market. Not maybe this particular brand, but this type of furnace. You can tell by the two pipes going through the top for the high efficient. This is a mid-efficient furnace. It's maybe a little harder to tell. There's a lot of different varieties of mid-efficient furnace, but you'll notice there's the one pipe coming up the middle of the top, and that's often meaning that it's a mid-efficient. Not always, but often. And then I'll just show you some standard efficient furnaces. So this is a standard efficient furnace. You'll notice the big gaping hole in the front because they don't have fans. So that's how they vent this furnace. This is a low efficient furnace. This one's eligible for the Affordable Energy Program and the PAYS program. Same with this one, again with the gap there for air circulation. This is a low efficient furnace and eligible for both programs. And this one, sometimes you can mistake this one for a mid-efficient because it does have the pipe coming out through the top, but again, it has that big gaping hole in there in the front there for air circulation because it doesn't have a fan. And then finally, we have some really, really old furnaces, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. So this is one case of a real old furnace. Just end off here with some wall cavity pictures. So this is camera scope in the wall. So this is bat insulation. This is what the yellow bat insulation looks like with the camera scope. This is an empty wall cavity. It looks like there's something there, but that's just the wood, so there's nothing in there. So this is what you would be blowing in cellulose to. And this is the hole to stick the camera scope in. That's how they're looking at the previous two pictures. They just drill a 1/2 inch hole. And this is horsehair. So we'll just end off on this picture. It's a little neat. Find all different kinds of things in people's walls. Well, thank you for listening to me. Again, my name is Hope Switzer. I work for Brandon Neighborhood Renewal, and feel free to contact me. 204-720-3451. Thank you.